Well, Steeler Nation, the Pittsburgh Steelers have some secret and some not so secret weapons ready for the 2023 season. Hello, Steeler Nation, and welcome to the latest episode of the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. With me, your host, Owen David, your voice from across the pond, your UK Steelers view. Well, Steeler Nation, let's talk about the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers have some secret weapons ready for the 2023 season. Well, ready to help them build for the 2023 season and ready to help them compete in the 2023 season. Let's first of all talk about one of those secret weapons. Someone who came from Philadelphia, someone who is here to, I think, help the Steelers build what they need to become a formidable challenger in the 2023 season. And that is assistant GM Andy Vidal. Now, Andy Vidal has a long history of building good teams. Well, I say that he has a long history of helping to build good teams. He was part of the Baltimore Ravens team, he worked under legendary GM Ozzie Newsome and helped them build a Super Bowl winning team. He is also part of the Philadelphia Eagles organization that have helped to build this current Philadelphia Eagles team, which is in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs. He's worked with the with the Philadelphia Eagles GM, who is again a very, very good GM, and he has helped to build what he's helped to build the trenches. That's where Vidal is seen as being an expert at building from the front, building the trenches up. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers have, I think, dropped huge hints by the activities that they have, that the likes of Mike Tomlin, that Omar Khan, Andy Vidal, that Matt Canada have been seen at the Senior Bowl doing. Now, at the Senior Bowl, apparently Mike Tomlin has been paying particular interest in the defensive line and the offensive line candidates, those people who are coming out of college this year. That has been his big focus. I think dropping a huge hint that the Steelers are very much focused on building up the trenches. And this man in the picture is very much the man to help them do that. We've got to remember that when Vidal was with the Eagles, he helped to build up and bring in some of the quality players they have at this moment in time. You know, to bring in the likes of Jordan Mailata, the likes of Javon Hargrave, the likes of, the quality that they have at this moment in time in that team. If you look at the Philadelphia Eagles and their offensive line, this man has certainly helped build probably the best offensive line in football. He's really put some real quality into this team and has certainly helped turn Jalen Hurts from being a very average looking quarterback to someone they are now talking about making a franchise guy and paying a franchise type wage to. You look at that line that he helped assemble. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, who is a future, obviously, center, take over from Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey is there. Isaac Samuelo, Lane Johnson, Cam Jurgens, another backup center. They've got a number of players who can play center to a very high level there. He was also part of that organization that helped to build up their defensive line as well. You look at their defensive line, you look at the likes of Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, Josh Sweat, Jordan Davis, just Linval Joseph, some absolute quality players that he has been part of building up. He is a man who has a reputation for building from the front. Now, add to that, obviously, now that is the guy who is going to give, I think, and help to give the Steelers the weapons to help our offense flourish, to help Kenny Pickett have a line that could open huge holes for the running game, to make that running game even better, to give Kenny Pickett time to throw the ball and time for the receivers to go deep and have those deeper routes that we were missing this season. In addition to that, I think he's going to add players to that defense that will help the Steelers' run defense get even better and also their pass rush get even better in the 2023 season. Something that other secret and not so secret weapons could well exploit. Now, Brian Flores has been mentioned and linked with a number of coaching jobs around the NFL, but at present it doesn't look like he's going to be getting any of them. There is a strong chance that Flores could well remain in Pittsburgh next season. He, I think, has definitely had an impact on that defense this year. If you look at what the defense have accomplished in the running defense, going from the worst run defense in the NFL, so I think it's the sixth best in the NFL. And a lot of the concepts they employ been accredited to Flores and what he brings to the team. So Flores is definitely there for me, and he's going to add even more. Now, if Andy Vidal continues to add pieces to the trenches, this is only going to help the likes of Flores, to help Terrell Austin to build this defense to be even better in the 2023 season. Now, one element I know a lot of Steelers fans are concerned about going forward is obviously the trenches on the offense, the offensive line. That has been a big concern all year. Now, I think Dan Moore is someone who does have a future and could well be, even possibly be a left guard, could have, a number of roles on that line. I think Chooks and James Daniels are pretty much set in stone. I think Mason Cole is. Now, Mason Cole may not be the greatest center in the NFL, but he is certainly a solid starting NFL center. So I think, if you're going to actually build this team up and build this team even better and make this offense even better, once Vidal and Omar Khan have built up that line and given Pickett more time to pass the ball, more time, obviously more space for the running game, I think we will bring in a pass game coordinator. I think there's a strong chance that the Pittsburgh Steelers will add a pass game coordinator to their team this year. Art Rooney did not rule it out in his interview that he gave. He said, we're definitely taking nothing off the table. And there are strong suggestions coming out of Steeler Nation that this may well be the case. The name that is constantly mentioned and linked with the pass game coordinator's job is this man in the picture here, Byron Leftwich. Byron Leftwich, an ex-quarterback, an ex-Steelers backup quarterback, is someone who is currently out of work and doesn't appear to be getting many interviews for offensive coordinator. It is felt the Steelers could well give him some opportunity as like a special offensive assistant and pass game coordinator and bring him into the team to help develop the Steelers pass game. This is another secret weapon that they could have that could really turn this team around. So to be honest with you, I think the Steelers have some secret and some not so secret weapons that could well help develop this team into a team that is really suited to contend. With Andy Vidal helping to build the trenches, to build an awesome defensive line, awesome offensive line. Brian Flores continuing to help that defensive line and that defense develop, and add to that Byron Leftwich to actually develop the pass game even further. I mean, mass credit has to obviously go to Pat Mayer and the work he's done with the offensive line. Give him better pieces. He's going to be able to do a much even better job than he's done this season. I think that things are really looking up, and these secret weapons could really help the Pittsburgh Steelers to contend in 2023. Thanks for watching the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. I've been your host, Owen David. Guys, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Remember to hit that sub, ring that notification bell, and become part of the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate family. Remember, myself, Mr. Steelers Nation Australia, Mark Davison, and Mackenzie Miller always bring you lots of content, lots of Steelers content, daily, ready for you, the Steeler fan. Thanks for watching. Here we go, Steelers. Come on.